What is going on, guys? My name is Patrick, aka Chief Pat, and today bringing you guys the third episode of the Chief Challenge series. All right, so unfortunately, like I talked about in a previous video, a lot of stuff happened and I wasn't able to post the next one, but Goblin and I are back. Again, we're only sitting 14 trophies apart, and we're gonna go ahead and keep raiding and try to get some epic trophies along the way. So again, you guys choose the army compositions for every single video, and unfortunately, you guys are mega trolls and you chose 100 goblins, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So we're gonna have to trophy push using these goblins. Hopefully it works out for us. You can see my first army composition is 100 goblins, some golems, and some wizards. That's going to change along the way, but let's go ahead and check this out and attack our first base. So I did an attack with those golems. It didn't really turn out that well, so I decided I would change it up a little bit, and I actually decided to just use wizards and goblins and use my goblins as tanks. So even though goblins are super squishy, they're able to distract a bunch of targets at the same time, and I wanted to put those guys up front, use some rage spells on my wizards, and pray that it worked out. So it actually worked out really well against Town Hall 7s and stuff like that, because wizards are pretty OP, being level 6 attacking a Town Hall 7 with rage spells, but the goblins did a pretty good job up front being able to tank the buildings for us. So you can see I'm dropping some goblins on the top. They're going to distract that archer tower up there, and pretty much for using a troll army composition, it worked out the best that it could, and I knew that I really couldn't sacrifice a lot of time using any tank units like giants, golems, stuff like that. I really just had to barrel down with the wizards, but you're going to see later that I actually did use a couple of giants because they were pretty fun to distract against some of the higher level bases. So don't want to waste any time. I'm going to drop my wizard on the corner right there. Pretty easy 3-star. I didn't even take a look at the trophy count because I was trying to move so fast. Let's go ahead and move to the next one, where we definitely have an underdeveloped Town Hall 10. So this guy definitely did not gem his base, and let's go ahead and see how much damage we can do to it. So again, wizards in the front, or sorry, goblins in the front, followed up by those wizards. Still haven't really switched it up a bit. I'm putting only goblins and wizards in this army composition, just trying to make my way to the town hall. And for a lot of these bases, I only went for 2-stars. So I tried to get the town hall in the center and then get some buildings on the outside, because you really just didn't have enough time to go for the 3-stars, because like I've talked about, this is a lot of speed raiding, because we only get 30 minutes to raid at a time. Like I mentioned in the first video, Galadon and I are on Skype, and we pretty much go 3, 2, 1, go, and then we attack at the same time, and we just keep spamming attacks over and over again until the timer runs out, and then we both stop. So things are looking good, 88%, 90%. I tried to spread some of my wizards out up top to make the raid go a little bit faster, and I'd say a 3-star in under 1 minute is pretty solid, so I'll take those 32 trophies and then move on to the next battle. So good stuff there. I was able to save a raid spell, not that it really matters. And let's go ahead and check out this next base we have. All right, so you can see I switched it up a bit. I have 103 goblins, 5 giants, and 28 wizards. I wanted a little bit more defense up front with these giants. Even though the goblins do a good job against things like cannons and archer towers, they really do a poor job against wizard towers and mortars because they get blown up all at once. So I brought a couple of giants just in case, and I was able to use those guys up front to make sure my wizards could get into the center of the base. All right, so things are looking good. 2 rage spells have gone down right there. Drop the third one inside of the center, and I think this one might be more of a 2-star kind of base. Just depends on how many guys we can keep alive. Looks pretty good right now, and let's see what happens as we go through. So 52%. Lots of defenses in the back, and actually after I take care of this town hall, I think it might be wiser just to surrender depending on how long this is going to take. So we're at 2 minutes and 17 seconds. There's still a pretty solid amount of defenses left, so I'm actually just going to surrender to make things go by a little bit quicker because I don't want to waste around all that time to try to just get a 1 more star and only get a couple more trophies. I already got 2 stars, which is a majority of the trophies, and let's go ahead and try to find our next base. All right, so this guy's at Town Hall 8, seems pretty good. Again, I'm using 100 goblins. You guys are mega trolls. And if you haven't voted already, I'm going to put another poll in the description below for you guys to check out, or to vote for the army composition inside of the next video. But let's go ahead and drop our troops down and see if we can go ahead and take care of this Town Hall 8. This one might be 3-starable depending on how his defenses work out, but I think we should be able to do it. I'm going to drop my goblins